Hello. Hello. I'm Tom. I'm Tom Davison. Just looking to see who's in here. Okay. Yes, I'm Tom Davison, and you can reach me at on Facebook at Medium Tom Davison, and you can also reach me at St. Albans Spiritualist Church. I can. Oh, hello, Terry. Hello, Mary. Hi, Allison. Hello, Diane. I want to get a tattoo like that. Hello, Yvonne. Hi, Natalie. Hello, Izzy. Hi, Michelle. Hi, Vicky. Hi, Jill, all the way from Edinburgh. Oh, hi, Pam, all the way from Australia. Hello, Patrick. Hi, Christine. Hi, Jill. Hello, Emma. Hi, Sarah. Hi, Sue. Hi, Corey. I don't know where Madeira is. Is it? Ah. Hi, Millie. I love your hair color. Hello. Hi, Angeline. Okay. Okay. So let me just see how I'm going to work tonight. I work a little bit differently, and I've not done one of these where I'm watching comments on the screen, so this is going to be new for me. I usually see spirit, I hear them, I feel them, I get shadows and silhouettes. Sometimes I see them as if they're in full color, and then sometimes they can just be in black and white. Oh, I'm from St. Albans, so yeah, my accent is definitely St. Albans. Um, no, I'm from the South, Atlanta, Georgia, and I've lived in Atlanta, Savannah, New Orleans, all down in the South of the U.S. But I've been here for 21 years, so surely you can recognize my St. Albans accent in there. One thing I do tell people is if I say something weird like your grandmother doesn't wear pants, I actually mean she doesn't wear trousers. So that's just one of those weird things that I still haven't gotten used to after 21 years. So let me just see now who we're going to go to this evening. Hello, Anne. Could I go to Allison? Yes. Hello, Allison. How are you? Could I work with you this evening? Um, Let me just see who this is coming forward. I have a lovely lady that's coming forward in spirit. And I'm just going to ask this lovely lady what information she can give me about herself. As I see her coming forward now, she's coming into my living room, which is really strange for me to say that when I see you on the screen, they actually come through the internet and land in my living room and they sit on my sofa. So this lovely lady is actually, she's just come in and she's got a broom. So she's cleaning up. It looks like she's sweeping in my living room, which that's okay with me. I don't mind that at all. Um, I know this lovely lady that when she was here on Earth, she would have been a person that was very house proud. She was really had a lot of pride in the upkeep of the house. I know everything was quite dusted with this lady as well because she's also dusting as she goes around to my bookshelves and my television over there. She's dusting the top of the TV. Um, I do feel this lovely lady as she comes in. She comes in with a mother's love, so I can feel mother or grandmother that's in spirit, if that makes any sense to you. And sorry, I probably just keep talking and rambling on. Um, um, what's she gonna say now? Well, let me just ask her what she's talking about. Actually, she's do you know, it's funny. I don't want to say you keep an unclean house, but she tells me that your house is probably a little bit more dusty than hers was, and she's actually saying it's a lot less dusty than mine. So I'm just going to let her keep working around here. There's a broom and a mop upstairs if you like it. She's quite a busy lady as well. Do you know, she tells me she was busy from the time she worked from the time she was born until the time she went over, and she's still working now that she's over in spirit. So I know work ethics had a lot to do with her. She is making me aware though that she didn't necessarily always have a job, you know, where she was on payroll. Her work consisted of keeping the family, you know, taking care of children, taking care of husbands, taking care of brothers and sisters. She was a big caregiver, and she's just making me aware that that's you as well. That you're a caregiver. Um, she makes me very aware of how people come in and you listen to everybody's problems. So it doesn't matter who they are, you listen to their problems, you're taking all that in. It's almost like you take other people's problems into yourself and you're holding on to them like you own them. And I know she used to do the same, but she's saying that that's probably not such a good thing to do, and she would like to see you sort of release some of those other people's problems. She tells me that it's not always good for your own health, you know, when you're taking everybody else's troubles in. So let me just see why she's come forward today. Do you know, she's talking about how, you know, I do feel that this lovely lady had a terrible, she must have had really bad arthritis in her hands and her fingers, because she makes me very aware of my hands feeling like I'm wearing Mickey Mouse gloves. And normally for me, that means the person in spirit's got arthritis. I do feel that you probably have a touch of arthritis as well, because what they've done is she's given me the feeling on the inside of my hand and on the outside of my hand. So it tells me that it's here on earth and it's with her in spirit. Um, this lovely lady, I know her legs and feet swelled a lot as well. She makes me very aware of the pain that caused in her feet and legs. And she's just saying that all of those pains are gone now. So just know that all of those pains that she had when she was here on earth, those are gone. She doesn't have any of those troubles anymore. And she says, thank goodness for that. Do you know, she tells me that her bones ached. So I know she had back trouble as well, because she's just reached around and I could see her bending over, saying, "Oh, and my back's killing me as well." Although it's not killing her in spirit now, she's just making me very aware that it did. She's given me the number 4. And when they give me numbers, oh, you don't think it's your mom, you think it's grandmother. Um, she gives me a number 4 anyway. And with a number 4, well, if they give me numbers, it normally has something to do with the family. So I don't know if there were 4 of them or 4 children, 4 boys, 4 girls, 4 generations, something to do with 4 in the family that she's just making me aware of. She talks about the girls as well. So I do feel that there are more females in the family than there are males. Um, what else are you? Oh, well, that's okay. They still know you. Even if you don't know them, they still know you. So what we do is we can ask them to give me something. Well, what they have to give me is something that's about you now that you would be able to give, you would be able to use as evidence. Um, she tells me that she wants to bring a lot of protection in around you at the moment. So I want to wrap you in some cotton wool. And as I'm saying that, I need to give you the color pink to go with that. So I want to wrap you actually in pink cotton wool. And pink for me is to do with your ancestors. So you have a very strong female ancestry line, if that makes sense. And what she's wanting to do is wrap you in this pink cotton wool, um, coming down from your ancestors. So just know that when they do that, that's like the most protection that you could possibly get. She wants to put a good bit of healing around you as well at the moment. I want to say healing around your back, your lower back and hips that she's bringing in. Gosh, I do feel quite a bit of pain there. So just know that they're there helping to bring in um, healing around your back, lower back area and hips. Lots of love coming from them here in spirit. She's just given me, oh, I can see a whole bunch of roses over there. I know this lovely lady actually had lots of flowers outside. Um, and she's making, well, I can see lots of roses over there. So I know she wants to give you the outdoors, and she wants me to give you those flowers. I can see yellow roses in there, and I can see yellow roses and pink roses. So I need to give you the yellow and pink. I need to give you the month of March for birthdays and anniversaries, and I need to give you June for birthdays and anniversaries. Oh, that's lovely that you got roses today. Well, that's probably just confirmation again that they're with you. Even if you didn't know your grandparents, they know you, and they obviously knew about the roses that you got today. That's lovely. Just looking to see what else she's doing now. She's giving kisses. Um, she's giving lots of kisses, and you know, this lovely lady has just made me. She's making me laugh now because she's saying that she's got other stuff to do now. So I do feel that she's taking her energy. She's taking her energy back now, and she's going to leave us. So I'm going to leave her. I'm going to leave her love with you. And just know that spirit are always around us. They're always watching over us. Always. I do feel it is dad's side of the family, not mom's side. So yeah, just know that they're always around us. They're always watching over us, always loving us, caring for us, and helping to guide us in this world here. And I'll leave her love with you. Do we have another? Okay. Okay. Let me just see. Oh, can I go to Lisa? Lisa Wilkinson. Wilkinson, please. Hello, Lisa. Is it okay to work with you? Oh, lovely. I'm going to see who this is coming forward now. It's it's so strange how it's working tonight because I see your picture there, and in your photograph, I can see there's a gentleman that's standing behind you. And I'm just going to see who this gentleman is and see what he's going to bring forward for me. Do you know he brings a lovely lady forward? He's he's actually standing behind this lovely lady, and he just pushed her forward. So I know they want me to work with the lovely lady. As this lovely lady comes in, I do feel she was quite medicated. Um, she was quite medicated towards the end of her life before she went to spirit, because I feel quite medicated. It's really weird. It's a very strange feeling. Actually, and she's also now showing me. I know over here you have your tablets come in the little boxes and they have the little pop out things, but she's showing me a whole bunch of little pill bottles like we have in the U.S. And I know the lovely lady took a lot of tablets. Not sure if this is grandmother or mother that's coming forward, but I'm going to keep working with her and see which one she gives me. I know she's a mother. Do you know, I do feel that this lovely lady must be grandmother that comes in, because she's telling me that she was a better grandmother than she was a mother, if that makes any sense. Um, let's just see what she's doing here. Oh, it's funny. The other lovely lady that I had, she came in and she was sweeping with a broom and all that, and this lovely lady is sat on my sofa. She just came in and sat down, and she's just made herself a tea, and she's sitting here having a cup of tea. So I know she wants to sit and chat. This lovely lady, I do feel when she was here, she would have known everybody in the neighborhood. And I say that because she's just making me aware that I don't know anybody. That's lovely. It is Nana then. She's making me so aware of the fact that I don't know any of my neighbors, and I'm saying, well, I just moved, so I hadn't had time to get to know them yet. But this lovely lady, she knew her neighbors. She knew everybody in the neighborhood. I don't want to say that she's a curtain twitcher, but she probably did twitch the curtain just a little bit, just to make sure to make sure that she knew everybody in the neighborhood, and all was okay. I want to say she was like a neighborhood watch person. She's lovely. She's showing me that she's got a lovely smile. So I'm not actually sure if she had all of her teeth when she was here, just because of the way the way she's smiling at me. She's got, do you know, she's showing me now she's got the most gorgeous hair. It's the prettiest light gray color, but I don't feel, she shows it to me this way, I feel that she was losing her hair towards the end. She was thinning is what she just told me. And my grandmother has just stepped in as well. I'm just going to see what they're doing. Do you know, this lovely lady, she sat there with my grandmother, and they're having tea. And they're gossiping. they're gossiping, and I'm not even sure what they're gossiping about, but this lovely lady makes me aware of hanging clothes out on the clothesline outside, wet clothes, because her and my grandmother are doing that right now. And it's so strange because I literally just took my clothes out of the wash just before I joined the call, and I've got them sat there because I'm waiting to hang them up, and they've just taken my clothes and they're hanging them on this line here, which is very kind of them. It would just be really nice if it actually would dry them. Lots of love coming forward from this lovely lady. Do you know, she wants to put healing around Mom at the moment. The Mom's got a lot of worries going on, if that makes sense with her. And Nana's just trying to help calm down some of Mom's worries. I mean, we all have worries about everything, but She's she's saying she just wants to take some of that anxiety away from mom. Do you know she's also making me aware of the anxiety around you at the moment as well? Um, I'm just asking her if she can tell me a bit more about that. Do you know she's talking about how it feels like um, you've had sort of a loss of your way, if that makes sense. What she shows me is that you sort of lost your way and you're getting back on track now, if that makes sense. She's um she's happy about that too. She's telling me that the last 18 months or so have been really, really bad for you, other than COVID and stuff like that. It's just been a bad time, and she's bringing in lots of love to help protect you from all that. And she's really glad that you finding your way again, finding your way back. Oh, she's telling me that you're not a very patient person either. Um, she's saying she's saying that you are quite impatient about things. And she says if you stop and you give something a few minutes, actually take actually have time to take it in, then things will work out just a little bit better. Um, it's funny. She's just said that you're quite passionate about things, and that's why you have trouble with patience. Um, it's funny. My mom used to say um, it had nothing to do with patience. That everybody just got on her nerves. Um, yeah, very, very lovely. Let's see. She's talking about it would be nice if you could just do something spontaneous. How do you even say that word? Spontaneity. If you could do something a bit more spontaneous, you know, something that's a distraction, something that's out of the usual for you. Because she says that things have gotten to be a bit mundane, if that makes sense. It's like we don't want to have our life here where we just exist. We want to actually enjoy things, and she wants to bring a bit of that enjoyment back to you. Um, she's also wanting to bring back lots of memories for you, lots of good memories, not the bad ones. Um, and for some reason, she's showing me butterflies. So I need to give you butterflies. I don't know if you went catching butterflies with her, or if there's something to do with butterflies in the garden with her. Know that when you see those butterflies, that's going to be her there with you. I know most people are, they usually say when a robin is there, spirit is near, but with her, it's butterflies. Um, and just say hello, Nana, when you see those butterflies. What else do you have to say, lovely lady? Oh, do you know she hears you when you talk to her. So don't think that you're just talking to yourself. Know that she hears you. It's funny. I don't want to say it like you pray to her or anything, but she hears you when you're talking to her, and she hears your prayers. If that makes any sense. A very, very lovely lady. But she shows me a photograph of her, and I'm just looking at that photograph. There's a photograph of her that's it's only got her in it, and this photograph it looks like it's in black and white as well, but it's a real grainy black and white, and she's wearing a white blouse, and her head is turned sort of to the side. Sorry, I keep looking all off over in this area, but it's because she's sat on my sofa over there. Um, she's just making me aware of that photo. So if you don't know where that photo is, then ask mom, because that photograph was really precious to her. She said it was one of her best. she wasn't too much of a fan of photographs, and there were a few that she liked, and that was one of them. So I'm just asking her why she's come forward. She said that she's had her say. She's had her say. Yeah, just know that those, oh, that's lovely about the butterflies with your son. It is her. It is definitely her. And your son, she's always around him. He used to talk to her, is what she's telling me, but he doesn't talk to her quite as much anymore. Yeah, he doesn't quite talk to her as much anymore. But lots of love from her. And know the butterflies are her, and know that she's always around you, and know that that love is always there. Love never dies, and she definitely loves you. And I'm going to leave her love with you. Okay. Oh, Joan, can I go back to Joan McNichol, please? Hello, Joan. Is it okay to work with you? Just going to see who's going to come forward here. Lovely children in the photo. I just recently, the people upstairs from me have a small child, and it was running this morning through across my roof. Yeah, it didn't do very much for my sleeping, but I'm sure it's a lovely child anyway. Let me just see who this is. Wow, I just got a burst of energy that came forward. Do you know there's a lovely lady that's just come in the room, and when this lovely lady comes in the room, everybody would know she's there. She's quite a strong lady. If this is not mother, then it has to be grandmother that's coming forward. Whoa. Do you know, I feel she had some trouble with her breathing. There's some trouble in this area here before she passed. She makes it quite painful in here. Just know that those pains that she had when she was here, all of those pains are gone. This lovely lady makes me aware of her mobility not being very good. I'm not sure if she was mobile at all, but what she's showing me now is that she's mobile again, and she's able to move. Her back doesn't hurt. Her shoulders doesn't hurt anymore. Her neck, she's able to move her neck as well. I think what she's just showing me is that, my goodness, I'm flexible again. And all of this pain, this trouble with my breathing, this is gone now too, which that's lovely. Okay, so why have we come forward, lovely lady? Oh, do you know, she's making me aware of, don't know if it was you or another lady that's there holding her hand, but there was somebody that she's aware of holding her hand. So I'm not sure if there were questions at the end, whether or not she could hear you or whether she knew you was there, but she definitely did. And she's just so grateful for the hand holding, and she gets quite emotional when she's talking about that. Yeah, she's quite emotional about that. I do know that there were several people around her before she went into spirit. And I know she's also telling me, what is that? There's also a dog that's in spirit. I've just seen a dog come in, and I don't want the dog running around with my cats here, because my cats will freak out in a minute. Um, um, that's distracting. Yeah, so I know you've got a lovely dog over there in spirit as well. That's funny. So the lovely lady, when she was here, everybody would have paid attention to her. Um, People would have looked up to her. She was a matriarch of the family, if that makes any sense with her, and she was a power to be reckoned with as well. You definitely didn't cross her. She was loving, but you still definitely would not cross this lovely lady. Because if you did, you'd probably get smacked on the hand. Actually, you'd probably get smacked on the bottom. What are you doing? This lovely lady, I feel she must have worn glasses because she keeps tugging on my glasses. So I don't know if she did. I feel that she would have continuously laid her glasses around at different places, um, and she would forget where she put them because she keeps tugging on my glasses and wants me to take them off. And if I did that, I wouldn't be able to read the screen. Um, Lovely, lovely lady. Oh, do you know what she's doing? This lovely lady absolutely did not like going to see a doctor either. Do you know? It's like she had her own remedies for things, and it would have been what we used to call old wives' tales. You take this and it does that, or you mix this together and it does something else. She just makes me feel that she didn't like doctors, and she's making me aware of somebody here. So I don't know if this is you or husband or something, but she's talking about those pieces of paper that you get when you go to the doctor and they want you to go have a blood test done. It's almost like she's giving me this blood test and she's saying that this hasn't been done. So I don't know if that's you or um, another person here, but just make sure you get those tests done. Not that there's anything wrong, but still, she just says she hated going to the doctor and she'd rather not see that. She'd rather not see that in her kids. Okay, why have we come forward? Oh, she wants you to have a bit of patience as well. She says you're not a very patient person either. That's funny because I've already had a patience one. Do you know this lovely lady is telling me that it's almost like you've been feeling disconnected from the world. I mean, I know we all have, you know, because of what's going on, but she's talking about this being more recent, in the last 6 to 8 months or so, and she wants to bring in lots of love for you and bring that connection back in. It's like she's shown me a candle, so I need to give you this candle. You must be lighting candles for her and thinking about her when candles are lit. And she's saying that this candle, I knew my cat was going to come down here in a minute. That dog running around. Um, Sorry, that's my cat. If you can hear that, she's just talking about the candle, how that candlelight is lighting up the darkness, and she's saying that that's what you are. You're like a candlelight in the darkness, and she's just wants to make sure that you shine. Um, yeah, and she's going to bring you a bit of change in luck as well. She says your luck hadn't been the best. She's just taken dice and she's just thrown dice across my table. I've not seen anybody do that before. She just put dice down, showing me that your luck's about to change. Which that's lovely. Strange way to show that, but that's lovely. And she loves the candles. She says the candles are cheaper than flowers. So she'd be perfectly happy if you lit candles instead of doing the flowers and things. Do you know this lovely lady? She was very, I don't want to say she was stingy, but she was very careful with her money. And She's just talking about those candles being cheaper than the flowers. So know that she's looking after your money as well. She said she looked after your money when you were here, when she was here, and she's going to continue looking after you and your money while she's over there. She wants you to actually. She's shown me a purse, and I can see um, pounds and 5 pound notes flying out of that purse, and she's wanting you to close that purse and stop giving it away. So I don't know who's taking advantage of you at the moment, but she wants a bit of that to stop. Um, she said that if you keep propping them up, then they're never going to take care of themselves. I hope that makes sense.
We're going to close this one now because sadly she's not responding.
Okay. Okay. Let's see, where else are we going? Oh, could I go to Diane, please? Hello, Diane. Those photos really do look familiar, but I don't know. I don't think I know you. Um, let me just see who's coming forward. Lots of stars in that photo. Lots of sparkly. And here they come. Let me just see who this is. There's a gentleman that comes forward. And this gentleman that comes in, I do feel that he's a father or grandfather that's coming from the spirit world. Do you know, he's making me so aware. Oh. I do feel that this gentleman would have had something in his chest area too, so I don't know if this is a heart attack that he's had. But I have a difficult time also speaking with him and clearing my throat. This gentleman is just making me aware of you being his light, his star. So that's why I'm feeling the grandfather-father connection with him. This gentleman has actually got, I can see he's got big hands. Well, they're big compared to mine anyway. Do you know this gentleman? I'm not sure that I would have felt comfortable. I don't think he was a touchy-feely person, because as he comes in, I don't think I would feel comfortable just running up, giving him a big hug, if that makes sense. Then again, that could just be me. I'm not a touchy-feely person, so when spirit come in and give me a hug, I think, oh no, please don't do that. I don't like to be touched. Oh, this gentleman, he makes me feel quite emotional too, because he's so proud of you, so proud of what you've done, so proud of the family. He talks about his girls as well. I know there are girls in the photo, but he's talking about his girls. He's also talking about, I can smell cigarette smoke, so I feel this gentleman would have smoked as well, at some stage anyway. I know not many people smoke anymore, but I can smell cigarette smoke when he comes in. Do you know, I feel when this gentleman comes in around you, you will, okay, that makes sense. I feel that you will smell cigarette smoke when he comes in around you, and it will just be out of the blue, absolutely no wind blowing or no anything, but all of a sudden you smell cigarette smoke. I asked him to calm down a little bit. He's very so happy to be here, if that makes sense. It's like he's clapping, and he's saying, he's just so excited to be here. And I mean, you know that your dad is there, and he's there around you all the time. Do you know this gentleman, as he comes in, I feel heat, a lot of heat around my back. So I know that when he comes in around you as well, you're going to feel that heat around your back. He's just shown me um, this. He's just shown me that he tries to make contact with you, and what he shows me is you've seen that flash of light, just that bright flash that it's like I see it 1 second and I look and there's nothing there, or I look to say, wait a minute, what was that? That's him. That's him when he comes in close. Just know that spirit, when they come around us, it's not like on the most haunted TV shows and stuff like that, where they come in darkness and looking like shadows and all that creepy stuff. He doesn't do that. Our loved ones don't do that. They're going to come in and they're going to show themselves as a bright flash, bright light, lots of love, because they don't want to scare you. They don't want to frighten you, and he definitely doesn't want to do that. It's funny, he's laughing now. He says that if he just showed up as a shadow in the room, you would absolutely lose it. You would just have a fit. And he's laughing about it. I do feel that he would have been a bit of a joker with stuff like that as well, standing around the corner and popping out and startling people. This gentleman is talking about there's too many distractions around you at the moment. That, what are you talking about? He's just talking about that there's so many distractions around you at the moment, and he would like to bring a bit more of a straight path for you. He said there's so much going on. So much going on around you. Do you know, he's also talking about there being some negativity around you at the moment. I mean, not like a negative entity or anything like that, but just negative energy. And he's helping to clear that up as well. I do feel that's around the work environment, though, because he's not making me feel that it's a home thing. It's more of a work issue, and he wants to nip that in the bud. He wants to stop that. He doesn't like his girls being taken advantage of, if that makes sense. This gentleman gives me the month of April for birthdays and anniversaries, and he's given me November for birthdays and anniversaries as well. And I need to give June as birthdays and anniversaries. I'm looking to the side there because he's taken a calendar, and he was flipping pages on the calendar to show me. He's talking about. He's also talking about how proud he is of his girls. And he makes me feel really emotional when he talks about that. And he's saying that he's so sorry for leaving, for not being here, if that makes sense. So I feel there must have been something that's recently happened that he wasn't here for, and he's just saying that he's sorry that he wasn't here on our plane for it. I mean, he was there for it, but just not where we could see them. And do you know, when spirit cross over, it's strange because being a medium, I mean, I lost my partner recently, and it's so weird because he comes in and, you see them and I can still talk to them, but it's that touch, it's the whole touch, the whole feeling, and being able to hug them and hold them. And he's just making me aware of that. Yeah, and you know, he's picked up a pillow as well. So I know you would have had some kind of pillow fights or something with him because he's picked up a pillow and he's slung it like he's going to hit me with it. So, um, oh, do you know what that is? That's because I was talking about how emotional he was, and I don't think he was quite happy about that, because he was quite a man's man. To to have somebody else talk about him being emotional, you know, he felt funny about it. But lots of love coming from him. Know that he's there around you. Know that know that love never dies. I think I already said that. And just know that he's there supporting you, loving you, and guiding you through the tough times that you didn't that he wasn't here for. He's helping to guide you through them now. And with that, I'm going to leave his love with you, and with a he leaves me with a red rose and a white rose. So I'm going to have to give you one red and one white rose. Just single long stem roses. I feel somebody must have put roses with him for his funeral, because he's just shown me like a coffin with roses being placed in it. So know that he was there when that was done as well. Um, know that he felt your kiss when you kissed him, that last kiss before the funeral. And he gives you a kiss back, a kiss on the cheek, actually. And with that, I'm gonna leave his love with you. Do we have another?
Oh, you got loads.
Oh, could I do Mary Gibson, please?
Yeah, yeah.
Hello, Mary. Is it okay to work with you? I think I saw your rose there earlier, and I thought, oh, that would make a lovely tattoo. I would, yeah, I've been looking to get a tattoo for in memory of my partner, and I think I might get something like that. That's lovely. Um, Sorry, I'm rambling. So let me just see who this is going to come forward now. I do have a lovely lady that steps forward. That's strange. She's put her face in the screen. Um, Let me just see who this lovely lady is. Do you know this lovely lady comes in? I do feel it's mom or grandmother that's coming forward in spirit. I always, I always have to say mother or grandmother because a lot of times they're so much alike. You know, it's difficult for us to tell until I talk to them a little bit more and find out more information. And this lovely lady, she shows me 3 generations, so I do feel that she must be grandmother that's coming in, but we'll just see what she's coming in with and what she's doing. Lots of love coming from this lovely lady. Okay. Do you know, it looks like she was in a hospital bed when she passed, because it looks like a hospital bed in a hospital room. And do you know, I can see IVs and things in her arms. And she's just making me aware of that not being there anymore. Let's just see what else she's going to give me. This lovely lady makes me aware she was a quiet person, sort of a quiet person. She gives me a reservedness. There was a reservedness to her. And is Mary still here?
I've just asked if she's
Oh,
there.
okay.
No response yet.
I was gonna say strange because it feels like it's so weird. It feels like the connection just went kind of flat. Like I lost.
On if you want.
Is she on?
She hasn't responded.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm going to ask the lovely lady to step aside, and if we could get another name.
Yeah, go down the list.
Could I go with Martine?
Okay.
Hello, Martine. Could I work with you? I love all the purple hearts I keep seeing. At least I think they're purple and not blue.
Yeah, they're purple.
So let me just see who's coming forward for Martine. Is Martine still there? Oh, good. Okay. Because I do have a lovely gentleman that steps forward. Oh, hello, hello. Let me just see who this is stepping forward. I've got a lovely gentleman that comes in the room, and he stepped in so nice and polite, if that makes sense with him. He's, do you know, I want to say yes, sir, as I'm talking to this lovely gentleman. I know that he would have been well respected, and I know he would have been quite well liked as well. He's dressed very nicely. He's wearing trousers. He's wearing a button-down top, a button-down shirt. He shows me that he's also wearing a vest underneath his shirt because that's the way gentlemen would dress. And he shows me that he's wearing proper shoes as well, so not trainers or anything like that. He's also kicking his leg up, so he's showing me that he's mobile, that he's able to move now, and I feel that his mobility was quite limited when he was here. This lovely gentleman, I can smell, what is that? I can smell some kind of aftershave as this gentleman comes in. But it's really light. It's not anything really strong. And to be honest, I don't think it's anything that's really expensive. It's just something that he would have splashed on just a little bit because he's going out. He's come out tonight. This lovely gentleman would have dressed when he went out of the house as well. He wouldn't have gone out of the house in, shorts and flip-flops or anything. He would have dressed to go out of the house. The lovely gentleman has got a really nice smile. So I don't, usually when they give me this really big smile, it means that they probably didn't have all their teeth. So I don't think this gentleman actually had all of his teeth when he was here because he smiles and he shows me that they're all here now. I feel this gentleman has been over in spirit for quite a while as well. I mean, they don't really have the same concept of time that we have, but I feel he's been over there. He's been over there for a while. As a matter of fact, well, there's a whole bunch of people that have just come in here. You have a lot of people that are in spirit over there. It's like you have a whole army of people that are in spirit behind you. Do you know what they're telling me? I know what they're telling me now. they're saying that you've got this whole army behind you. They're helping to hold you up. They're helping to push you forward. They're helping to give you the strength that you need at the moment, because you've had to be really strong lately. And I want to say lately as being within just the past just the past couple of months or so. It's yeah, you've needed a lot of strength here just recently. This gentleman wants to bring in. This gentleman is telling me he keeps making my voice go, and I know what he's doing. He's making me aware that there's something that you need to say at the moment that you're not saying. You need to get that up and get it out. This gentleman, I do feel that his personality, he's telling me that normally he would sit and he would listen to problems, he would listen to situations, and he would take it in, and then he would make a decision. He would never be one that just has, something to say and comes up and out with it. But what he's telling me now is that he needs you to do that. He needs you to have your say, to get that out there, because you've been holding it in, and holding it in is not healthy for us. It's sort of like it's not making you very well. And he's telling me that you don't sleep very well at night either, because your mind is always on, because you're always thinking. Sorry, I just did that like a crazy person, but he's showing me that your mind is always on thinking. Once you get that up and out, that's going to make a difference. So why don't we come forward? Do you know, I have to call him Mr. as well. It's funny because I don't know his name, but I have to call him Mr. And growing up, we were always made to call the adults, Mr. Fred or Mr. Frank or, Miss Natalie or something. And with this gentleman, that respect means a lot to him. He would have been very well respected. And he would have taught respect as well. He's talking about teaching his son respect. So I know he would have taught the generations lots of respect. I need to give you a celebration. Are you giving me that now? There's a celebration coming, and I want to say just recently, just something that's coming up soon, April. Yeah, it feels like there's some kind of a celebration coming in April. So I need to give that to you. He's telling me February. There's something in February, so I don't know if that's birthdays, anniversaries, but something in February and something in November as well for birthdays and anniversaries. This lovely gentleman gives me lots of love for the generations, lots of family love for him. Family was so important to him, if that makes sense. Just, it was so, so important. He's talking about now all the achievements that he says, all the achievements that you two made together. So I guess he's talking about your husband and you. Achievements. And how proud he is. And how proud he is. And he keeps giving me that heart. So I need to give that heart to your daughter. Do you know, I feel this gentleman, he was quite confused. He was quite confused towards the end, because it's sort of like his thoughts were jumping from one place to another. but I feel that was the medication that he was on. He must have been on some really strong medication, and it was like I couldn't even. He couldn't even. He couldn't think straight, if that makes sense. Do you know he wants to bring a lot of healing in around you at the moment as well? I don't know who's. It feels like a pulled. Do you know what? Feels like he's giving me a pulled shoulder here, so I'm not sure who's pulled their shoulder or who's messed up their shoulder. But I need to tell you that he's doing healing to help with that at the moment. He tells me that you're a healer as well. As I said healing, all of a sudden my hands went really hot. So he's just making me aware of your healing abilities and healing gift. And if you don't do healing, then it's something you should probably look at, because it's definitely something you could do. And you know, healing is not only about using our hands for healing. Healing is about listening as well. And he tells me that you were such a good listener. You listened to him when he was here, and he gives me emotional when he's saying that, but he's talking about how you listened to him, you listened to his problems, and that meant a lot to him. And he said putting up with his son for so long also has been. He wants to give you healing for that as well. So I'm just going to ask him what else he has, if anything else. Oh, well, that's good. That's good. We'll know that he knows about that, and he gives you healing around that. Lots of love coming from him. When you hear that noise in the kitchen, that's him. So do you know what I've just heard? It sounds like down underneath the cabinet, something has bumped into the cabinet door. Know that that's him making that noise. Yeah, know that that's him making that noise. It's not. You don't have rats or rodents or anything like that. It's your father-in-law doing that. You can just say hello to him and tell him to stop. Lots of love coming from him in spirit, and with that, I'm going to leave him. I'm going to leave his love with you, and his kindness. He was such a kind man. And I'm going to leave his love with you. Do we have another?
Okay.
Let's see. Oh, could I go to Jessica Nicole, please?
Okay.
Hello, Jessica. Could I work with you, please? Let me just see. Let me just see who this is. It's coming forward for us. That's weird. I have a lovely lady that's stepping forward, but it's funny the way she's stepping forward. She's come in and she's sort of lifted her head up above. Are you from Alabama? She's lifted her head up from behind my laptop monitors, like she's peeking up over the top of it, and she's smiling at me. So I need to let you know that this lovely lady, as she steps in, she's all smiles now. I do know that this lovely lady had a lot of pain in her body when she was still here. I had a difficult time swallowing with this lovely lady, and there's a weird taste in my mouth as well. I'm not sure what this taste is, but we'll see. We'll see if she gives it to me. Oh, this lovely lady is quite funny as she comes in. She sat down on my sofa, and she's propped her feet up on the table. And do you know, I don't feel that this lovely lady would have really stuck her feet up on the table when she was here on Earth. But what she's showing me now is that she can, and she's going to, and she's just grinning about it, laughing about it. So let me see what this lovely lady is going to give to us. I do feel that this lovely lady comes in with a mother's energy, so a mother or grandmother that's in spirit. She's, do you know, she likes to dress comfortably as well, because she's, as I notice her, she's, oh, that's lovely. She's, as she's come in and sat down, she's just dressed, you know, just really, really comfortably. Really, really loving that. What are we doing? Do you know, this lovely lady is making me aware. I don't know if it's you, the artistic person, or if that was her, but she's making me so aware of the creativity that goes into an artist's mind, and how that has. Oh, have you been drawing stuff lately? Anyway, she's making me very aware of the artistry and creativity that's should be in your mind, but you haven't had so much of that lately. And she wants to bring that back to you, if that makes sense. It's almost like she wants you to draw something. I don't know if you have previously drawn and just not felt like it lately, or what. But there's something to do with art there that's really, really important to her. Do you know education was really important to this lovely lady as well? She was quite a smart lady, quite intelligent. Oh, that's lovely. Do you know that similar happened when my partner passed away? He passed away in my arms. Yeah. Do you know, that's one of the most, I have to say, that's one of the most meaningful things that you can ever do is share birth and share death. And wow, I have to say I've been lucky enough to have both. And yeah, it's an absolutely an amazing thing. So let's just see why she's come forward. Do you know, she's just shown me, I think I know where this artistry stuff is now. She's drawn a mask, and what she's telling me is it's like you wear this mask all the time, and the mask is giving everybody else the impression that everything's okay, when really and truly it's probably not. And she's just saying she wants you to take that mask off because it's okay to ask for help. And she's there protecting you. She's there all the time with you. Oh, that's lovely. That's really lovely. That's why she was drawing, but she's drawn the mask for you. She wants to bring in a lot of confidence around you as well. So I don't know if you've been suffering with a bit of lowness and self-confidence thing, but you didn't fail her. You didn't fail her. Yeah, no, she's so proud. She's so proud. And she doesn't want you to even think that. She didn't want you to see her. She didn't want you to think of her that way or see her that way. Most definitely not. She wants you to remember her from the good days, not the last few years. She wants you to remember her. Actually, do you know, she gives me this feeling of she wants you to remember her like 15, 20 years ago, because for her that was like her best time, her best years. Do you know, she says she feels like she failed you, and she's so sorry for. Oh goodness, see, I don't like doing emotions, and she's gonna make me emotional. She's sorry for leaving you brokenhearted. and all she can do now is she's there to support you, and she's there to help hold you together. And she's there to make sure that you know you have so many other people um, that will help take care of you as well. Um, yeah. No, yeah. No, she's there. She's always around you. Do you know the love between a mother and a child is always unconditional? And that's what she's giving me right now is unconditional love. And she wants to bring some changes around you at the moment. She's making me aware of there being explain that to me differently, please. She's making me aware of there being broken promises and disappointments, and she's saying that's the past. And she says that we learn from the past, but don't let that past keep holding you back, because that's holding you back. And she just says, please don't do that. And she's also happy with you just lighting a candle for her. She doesn't need all the flowers. She doesn't need all the all of the blingy pretense and all that. That's just not her. Yeah. She wants to help you find your way. Wants to help you find your way, and wants to help bring you some confidence back. She's given me a dozen white roses, and I don't know what white roses mean for you, but white roses are what we always gave my mother, and I lost my mother many years ago, but that was her favorite flower. So to me, white roses mean a lot more than the red roses, because red roses, they're when your partner or something gives them to you. And it's, yeah, that's love and all, but partner love can come and go, but mother's love doesn't. And I have to give you those very meaningful white roses. And with that, I'm gonna leave her love with you. I hope that was okay.
And sadly, that was your last one.
Okay.
Show you what's on tomorrow.
Okay.
So
this is it. Yes, the divine service. Oh yeah. Tomorrow, divine service with Wimbledon Spiritualist Church tomorrow morning from 11 a.m. And that's here on Spiritual Psychics TV. Oh yes, and I'm Tom Davison. You can see me on Facebook at Medium Tom Davison, or even at St. Albans Spiritualist Church here in the UK. Oh, that's lovely, Jessica. Oh, sorry, say what? Oh, okay. We'll be live from 9:30 on Zoom tonight. Yep, tonight for anybody who wants to come on. Okay. Good night. Thank you so much.